بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
The reason for this topic, because last week there was a big rally in the world. 900 cities in the world, like Germany, Italy, in UK, in Europe, in America, in Canada, even in Philippines there were some rallies. And those all rallies were made mostly by the non-Muslims, and they were making rally and protest against capitalism.
Please, go back to your jobs. If you have not got a job, you are a worthless human being. Consume, consume, consume until we have no planet left to consume. What you need to do is buy things that you don't need. That's the best way to support the economy. Smiling is bad for the economy. Get back inside and get back to work. That's what you should be doing. Stop putting your head out of bed. Never mind your lunch hour. The more you work, you better. Because when you die, you'll regret that you haven't worked more. Capitalism is a wonderful system. Okay, a few billion people get nothing. But still, think of all the people that get lots. Don't worry about the fact that the Chinese people had to work for 50 cents a day. They're Chinese, who cares? There's a billion of them.
There is what I can understand, the capitalism is a shirk. The capitalism is a system of robbery. The capitalism is a system of cheating, deception, deceit. The capitalism is a lie. Capitalism is a very bad system of economy.
We economic hitmen have managed to create the world's first truly global empire, and it's basically a secret empire. We do it many ways, but principally we identify a country that has resources our corporations covet, like oil, arrange a huge loan to that country from the World Bank or one of its sisters. The money never actually goes to the country, it goes to our own corporations to build big infrastructure projects in that country that help a few very wealthy people, but don't benefit the majority of the people who are too poor to buy electricity or have cars to drive on the highways, and yet they're left holding a huge debt that they can't repay. So we go back at some point and say, you know, you can't pay your debts. Give us a pound of flesh, sell your oil real cheap to our oil companies. Vote with us on the next critical UN vote. Allow us to build a military base in your backyard. Something along these lines. And when we fail, the jackals go in and either overthrow or assassinate these leaders. And if the jackals fail, as they did in Iraq, then we send in the military. I don't think the failure is capitalism. I think it's a specific kind of capitalism where we've developed, we've created what I consider a mutant viral form of capitalism. And this mutant form of capitalism, which I think is really a predatory form of capitalism, has created an extremely unstable, unsustainable, unjust, and very, very dangerous world. I've met a lot of terrorists. I've interviewed them for books. I've never met one who wanted to be a terrorist. They're desperate people. If we want to get rid of terrorism, we must get rid of the root causes, that cancer that is destroying our whole system. Because I think it's really important that we understand today we cannot have homeland security unless we understand that the whole planet is our homeland.
The capitalism is a sister of communism. As the communism is killing people economically, the capitalism is killing people economically. How they kill? What is in communism? In communism, the government say, you don't need to get any money from us. No money, no salary, no wages. Walang sweldo. That's communism, correct? The capitalism say, no, we are better, we give you sweldo. What is the sweldo? Not the gold, not the silver, not the commodity. They give you paper currency. What is this? Paper currency. Example, this is 1,000. How much is now? 500. Anybody accept this 500? Nobody accept. So that's fake money. They are cheating you. They can devalue anytime. They can destroy the value anytime. And there is inflation every year. 10% inflation. Your money is inflated 10% every year. it means in 10 years your money is zero. But if you have a real money, the gold and silver, it will never reduce. That is cheating. That is capitalism. The currency in Pakistan, rupees. And rupees never go up. The currency in Indonesia, rupiah, never go up. Somebody is cheating you. The peso always depreciate. So you have to become slave of Europe and America. In Islam, you can only issue the paper in behalf of gold. There should be the link of the gold with paper. And it can be redeemable. But today the paper currency is a fiat currency. No link to the gold. You have 1 million pesos today. What happened after 30 years? That will be only 100 pesos. You will lose. Your money is reducing. Somebody is benefiting. Who is benefiting? The rich countries. Your currency go down and their currency go up. That is a robbery. That is the same thing which Allah said in the Quran. وَلَا تَبْخَسُ النَّاسَ أَشْيَاءَهُمْ. Don't reduce the things of the people. 250 million Zimbabwe dollar is equal to $1 US. 1 Iraq dinar, you can buy $3. After the war, Gulf War I, the Iraq dinar devalued. After the war, you can buy $1, 2,000 dinar. In the capitalism, you are rich, you give the money, invest it in riba. Fix. You lose or you don't lose, you give me riba. That's haram. Because you should put your money on risk. I give it to him, if profit, we share. If loss, we share. That's justice in Islam.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل للمطففين ويل للمطففين الذين إذا اكتالوا على الناس يستوفون.
So the reason for this topic, because last week there was a big rally in the world. 900 cities in the world like Germany, Italy, in UK, in Europe, in America, in Canada, even in Philippines there were some rallies. And those all rallies were made mostly by the non-Muslims, and they were making rally and protest against capitalism. So what we Muslims are doing? What the Muslims are doing? When the non-Muslims are making a rally, protest against capitalism. So it means those non-Muslims are coming to Islam now. And the Muslims are going away from Islam. That is what I can understand. The capitalism is a shirk. The capitalism is a system of robbery. The capitalism is a system of cheating, deception, deceit. The capitalism is a lie. Capitalism is a very bad system of economy. Even the rich countries, the people in the rich countries in America, in Canada, in Germany, in Europe, they are suffering with the capitalism. Even though they have a very big income, but still because of the system of capitalism, they are suffering. The capitalism. All of you know Tagalog, correct? All of you know Tagalog very well. What is the translation of capitalism or capitalist in Tagalog? Capitalism. What's the Tagalog? Capitalist. You see, this is not my language, but I have a translation of capitalism in Tagalog, and I think that's the right translation. Allah knows best. The right translation for capitalism in Tagalog is puhunanism. Puhunanismo. Puhunanismo. I don't know if it is correct, but that's what I understand. Puhunanismo. O puhunanista. You see, nobody give me this definition here. Nobody give me this word. But that's what I think. Puhunanista, puhunanismo. Is it right? Puhunanista. And the system is puhunanism. O puhunanismo. Anyway, this is not the topic. This is not the important what you call. The capitalism is a sister of communism. Do you know communism? In communism, the people who introduced the capitalism, they said the capitalism is better than communism because the communism is not good. So they say capitalism is something better. But I say the capitalism is sister of communism, magkapatid. As the communism is killing people economically, the capitalism is killing people economically. How they kill? What is in communism? In communism, the government say, you don't need to get any money from us. No money, no salary, no wages. Walang sweldo. That's communism, correct? Communism, walang sweldo. So what the government will do? The government will say, go and line up, queue, pila, and get the bread, get the rice, get the food, get the chicken, get the cloth, get the medication, pila, line up. The government will feed you and give you all your needs. That's communism. Walang sweldo. The capitalism say no. We are better. We give you sweldo. What is the sweldo? Not the gold, not the silver, not the commodity. They give you paper currency. What is this? Paper currency. The paper currency. What is paper currency? What is this? Paper currency. Example, this is 1,000. How much is now? 500. Anybody accept this 500? Nobody accept. So that's fake money. It's supposed to be 500 because it's half. 1,500. Nobody will accept. Why? Because there's nothing. This is just paper only. They're cheating you. They can devalue anytime. They can destroy the value anytime. And there is inflation every year. 10% inflation. Your money is inflated 10% every year. It means in 10 years your money is zero. So the money is, this is the capitalism. That's the issue you. But if you have a real money, the gold and silver, it will never reduce. Even your generation will use this, never reduce. That is cheating. That is capitalism. If you get the one gold coin and you make it divided into two, it's still valuable. Why? Because the gold is the real money. That is not the real money. There's a paper issued by the government. And there's a political power here. It can anytime can be devalued. It can anytime can be collapsed. That's the basic of the capitalism. Now my saying is here that there are 900 cities in the world and those are non-Muslims, most of them. In New York, in Rome, in Milan, in Berlin, in Ontario, in Canada, Australia, Brisbane, Melbourne, all those cities, 900 cities in the world, they protest against capitalism. Say we don't like capitalism. So where are the Muslims now? The Muslims are supposed to protest against capitalism. For me, I am speaking for more than 3 years against capitalism. And I'm teaching that this capitalism is a lie. We should get rid of that. The currency in Pakistan, rupees. And rupees never go up. The currency in Indonesia, rupiah, never go up. Somebody is cheating you. The peso always depreciate. So you have to become slave of Europe and America. So that's a game, that's a trap. In Islam, you can only issue the paper in behalf of gold. There should be the link of the gold with paper. And it can be redeemable. But today the paper currency is a fiat currency. No link to the gold. Any country can produce any amount of paper and they can reap of the people's money, the people's wealth, the people's gold, the oil. According to the research in America, they have 5 million tons barrel oil. 5 million tons of barrel, 5 million tons of barrel underground, which can use for many years. They don't use it. Why? Because they just spend the dollar and get the oil for free from Middle East. And they are accepting this. So as long as you accept the dollar and euro, they can get everything without free. They just print the paper and they get it. And their paper is valuable. The rest of the world paper is not valuable. Before it used to be, Europe has a different currency, the mark or French lira or the lira in Italy. But now they make it a union, European Union, so euro, dollar and euro. And they can cheat people very easily. And even their own people are in trouble. Except those who are very rich people, the ordinary people in those countries, they are already know the trap of capitalism. So there's a very big issue. Inshallah, I think that we can speak on next week for this issue. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَإِلُّ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ الذين إذا اكتالوا على الناس يستوفون إذا كالوهم ووزنوهم يخسرون ألا يظن أولئك أنهم مبعوثون ليوم عظيم يوم يقوم الناس لرب العالمين. This mentioning about mutaffifin, those who give you the less weight. If you go and buy timbang, less, kulang. Sukat, kulang then. They cheat you. And this is everywhere in the world today. You have 1 million pesos today. What happened after 30 years? That will be only 100 pesos. You will lose. Your money is reducing. Somebody is benefiting. Who is benefiting? The rich countries. Can you imagine? Brother Mahir here, he told me just 2 days ago, when he came to Philippines 1980, he can buy 1 kilo rice, 1 peso 50 cents. 1980, correct? 1 peso 50 cent. Today you can buy 1 peso 50 cent, only candy. Menthol. You cannot buy rice 1 kilo anymore. 1 peso 50 centavos, the Mahir used to buy rice, 1 kilo rice. Sugar 1 kilo, 1 peso 50 cents. So that is a problem. You keep your money and your money is melting like ice, yellow. One day you open your pocket, your money is nothing. Somebody is getting your money with very good plan, very bad plan. They make the plan, your currency go down and their currency go up. That is a robbery. That is the same thing which Allah said in the Quran, وَلَا تَبْخَسُ النَّاسَ أَشْيَاءَهُمْ. Don't reduce the things of the people. So not only they are not reducing your rice and wheat and your clothes, what they are reducing? Your money. Your money is inflated. For example, the Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwe money is already collapsed in Zimbabwe. That is one of the example. 250 million Zimbabwe dollar is equal to $1 US. 250 million Zimbabwe dollar is equal to $1 US. Before the Gulf War I, Iraq dinar, you can buy $2. In one Iraq dinar, you can buy $2. Not only $2, $3 before the Gulf War I in 1990s. One Iraq dinar, you can buy $3. After the war, Gulf War I, the Iraq dinar devalued. After the war, you can buy $1, 2,000 dinar. Before the war, $1, 1 dinar, $3. $1 dinar, $3. After the war, $1, 2,000 dinar. So that is nothing. You should not trust the paper money. You should bring the Islam, the Islamic economical system, which is no riba, there is zakat, and you cannot earn the money fixed. You have to invest, profit and loss. The justice. In the capitalism, you are rich, you give the money, invested in riba, fix. You lose or you don't lose, you give me riba. That's haram. Because you should put your money on risk. I give it to him, if profit, we share. If loss, we share. That's justice in Islam. In capitalism, no. You give the money, he lost, he go to hell, you get the profit from him. His all the palai or the field, the rice field is already destroyed, but he still pay you until he die. That's capitalism. In Islam, no. If he lost his palai, he lost his field, rice field, you have to share with him the loss. That's Islam. So big difference between Islam and capitalism. There is a very big explanation for this issue. Those people who call themselves that they are anti-communist and the capitalism is better than communism, you look their countries. The most of the business is run by the government. Like in USA, the post office run by the government. Airline run by the government. The railway line run by the government. Most of the business controlled by the government, even in the Philippines. Even all those countries, they call themselves they are anti-communism, they are actually semi-communism. They still have a communism because government is involving in the business. But in Islam, the government, Islamic government, don't involve in private business. See, everything done by the people, private, because private business is always successful. The government business always corruption. You can see the US railway corrupted, losing. US airline, government owned, loss. You can see all the business in the Philippines run by the government, loss. Private business, mostly successful. Government business, always loss. All around the world. So they call themselves, they are not communist, but they are semi-communist. They are running the business. In Islam, no government sector for the business, all private sector. Everything must be done by the people. Government is only watching and implementing the Islam, the Islamic law, the justice, economical justice system, the punishments, the social system, zakat, getting the charity from the rich and give to the poor. So nobody will be left poor after that. So we have this, inshallah, we will have this discussion next Saturday. I can stop here, inshallah, it's 11:30. Any question? You can ask, otherwise we can speak for the same topic for next Saturday, inshallah, say next Saturday night. No, the Saudi Arabia is also capitalism. There is no Islamic economical system there. There is no country in the world which uses Islamic economical system. That was used to be before when there was Ottoman Empire, Khilafat Osmania. Today there is no Islamic economical system. If we have Islamic economical system, there must be no currency of this kind of currency. You can have the paper currency equivalent to gold. So you can make 1 gram of gold, 1 paper currency. But it should be redeemable, there should be some institution to issue this kind of paper. As it was happened before, for convenience in the Khilafat Osmania, but cannot be monopoly of the political government, that they can make their own paper and they can get everything. Because Allah make the system in the world, which is the justice system, but they go away from the justice system, so you can see the injustice. There is lots of food in the world, but people are still hungry because there is a wrong distribution of money today. The money is not distributing properly. The money is cut already. That's why you can see the heart attack of the economical system in the world today. The economical system is already failure now. Yes, the communism was failure, today the capitalism is a failure. And people are speaking against that already. So we Muslims should speak against that, and we want to bring back the Islamic economical system. Islamic economical system, which we'll inshallah discuss next Friday, and we can explain and we can prove that that's the best system for the mankind. Okay, anything else? Yes. Okay. Yes. You can speak here, so everybody can listen.
What department of Islam that we go to get capital?
Okay. Okay, that which department of Islam you can get help? Example, help, for example. Because in Islam, we have a system, Baitul Mal. Baitul Mal. So Baitul Mal is the place where there are all the money there, which you collect, the government collect from the zakat and they keep there. And also if there is a jihad, the ghanima, the booty is kept there also. And it will spend for the welfare of the human being. So example, if you are disabled, the Islamic government will give you wazifa, regular, you are disabled. Or the widows, or the orphan, the yatim, regular wazifa. But if you are well-being and then you are only just jobless, the government must give you some capital. And you use it and make a business, so you will be self-dependent, inshallah. You will not be needing, you don't need to beg anymore. No begging anymore. Because in Islam, a person, a man well-being, he should work. Women are exempted. So if woman is a widow, or the woman is without the support from a man, she can demand from the Islamic government. And then this system of zakat is superb, is an excellent system of welfare. There is an estimate today made by the Muslim scholars, economical scholars. They say if only 400 richest man, only the 400 richest man in the world will give 2.5% charity, zakat. After that, and it will be distributed to the poor in the world, nobody will be poor after that. Wala na mahirap. Kung apat na tao na pinakamayaman sa mundo, bibigay ng charity, zakat, 2.5% sa bawat isang taon, wala na mahirap sa mundo. Only 400. So what more if all the rich people in the world? If all the rich people in the world give the zakat, 2.5%. Over, the money will be over, so you have to keep in the Betul Mal. The Department of Finance, you can call it, where you keep all the money and then you distribute justly. So this is the beauty of the Islam. There is so much to speak about this topic. Islam versus capitalism. Islam against the capitalism. We have to speak that inshallah next Friday. So may Allah guide us. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Amin. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Assalamu ala al mursalin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.